Hopefully we're back. Well, no one's freaking out. Oh, there. Bye, Patrick. Hi, Shiny. Okay, these servants put clean laundry here. Search for a service key. Ah! Etiquette 1. Difficulty 3. Okay, I guess we'll try to come back to that if we can.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
We missed this earlier. When I was running around. Refresh, refresh. You need skills to search. Yeah, that frustrates some people. Some people don't like this style of gameplay for that reason.
That's not the right way.
Okay, we've gone as far as we can. I guess our only choice is to pick Emily's lock. Okay, so they give you two ways. If you have lock picking skill, you gotta pick the lock. If you don't have that, hopefully you got some agility. You can force your way through the other way. Let's see if there's yet another way that doesn't require effort. The Twitch integration. They can vote things. It can make it a lot more difficult. I guess it would be okay after I felt like I've learned the game well enough to survive. I probably wouldn't turn that on right away.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Or this is probably going to be the wrong way. Okay. Looks like we have no choice, guys. I wonder how do the servants go about their duties then? Well, this is free. Let's see what information we can get by talking to ourselves.
Servants change the beds every day. There must be a service key somewhere.
Okay, it's in that drawer we saw. Which also required... Did that also require 3 effort? I think it did. So should we just pick the lock? Oh, man. We have 2 jelly. Wait a minute. The Carmelite Water. What does that do again? Can we use that? Next skill use is free. Should I just do that? You wonder how badly you can do? Yeah, I don't know. Not at a point where I'd really want to test that, but it would be disappointing if you couldn't mess up too bad. But I was reading the trophy list, and apparently it was like 30-something% of people were successful in all the confrontations. So that, I think that's good. That tells me that they're not too easy. Okay, I've never used the Carmelite Water, so I guess let's do that and save the 3 points. I hope I'm interpreting this right. Okay, now let's do it. Yeah, now it's free.
Shouldn't be too difficult.
We're in.
This doesn't seem to be the room for my vision.
Is that George Washington?
King George III in coronation robes.
King George.
Nice touch for the room of an English duchess.
Different George.
Tending children at the orphanage in Harlem. I find it a little hard to understand this painting choice.
He doesn't know yet about her work with the orphanage.
Amber.
Nice. I know, right? Well, I guess we need to be able to snoop freely, Craven. Is he in the White House? Something like that.
Grammar of Port-Royal. Ah, the artistry of the French language in all its splendor. Whoever masters French commands the world.
What?
At least une partie of it.
Okay, yesterday I didn't find one language book, and today I found one. +1 in linguistics. Okay. I didn't know we could find that. Oh. Alright, I guess we know that for third playthrough. You're sad now. We don't know French, you can't control the world. I'm sorry.
The Lady's Waldegrave by Reynolds. Painted upon the request of the Waldegrave family, in an effort to find them a husband. Displayed like meat. It's disgusting.
What? Wow. Just read for free.
It's a letter from Lady Hillsborough that she apparently never got to send. Office 101. Buckingham Palace, London?
Dear Mr. Walsingham, nothing to worry about. I cannot meet you at the palace as planned, as an important matter has cropped up, which requires all my attention. You will guess who I have gone to fetch at dear Mortimer's, and thus you will understand my hurried departure.
What on earth is she talking
We're
about?
gone to...
I can guarantee you will be back as soon as possible. You will understand that to be able to serve you, I must assemble all my assets.
I think I know who
I
she's
put
after.
the interests of the crown above my own. Tell the Queen I, of course, will assume all of the responsibility and consequences for my absence. Your devoted servant, E.H.
Whoa, Walsingham. Where have I heard that name before? Oh, yes, that's right. It's the name of the famous master spy for Queen Elizabeth I. Seeing that the fellow has been dead for the past 200 years, it must be an alias. No doubt. Emily's involved in the secret dealings of the crown. Well, at any rate, Emily didn't come here to finish up a deal with anyone. She came here looking for someone just like I did.
See, games like this, I was so surprised, and I don't know if it's gonna happen. It hasn't happened yet. But you know, you're like snooping around, and you know you're not supposed to be looking through people's stuff, and then all of a sudden someone's there. It scares the crap out of me every time. Like, I feel like someone's gonna be standing there. Didn't we just discover, or maybe it's not in the journal yet? Okay, no one's there.
Dear E, I received your last letter. Unfortunately, the Crown informed the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's plans. Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham Palace. So here we both are, hands and feet tied, and little room to maneuver.
Dear E.
Keep me abreast of events. Our mission is becoming more complicated.
Ah.
Yours, E.
I know who this is.
P.S. The French chapter of the Order doesn't appear to know anything about the arrival of our friend Sarah. I therefore cannot comment on it. However, my guess is that she has come here for personal reasons.
The French chapter of the Order. Us? Who is Sir Gregory again? I know who she's talking to. Only because of first playthrough. Oh no.
It's Emily's room. She's fast asleep.
The heck? You guys close your eyes. Ogle her body? Oh my god. Okay, guys. The appropriate thing to do is move away from the bed. But if we look at her, you think we're gonna get more information? What does ogle mean? That means check her out inappropriately. You want Craven? How could someone named Craven suggest such a thing? Ogle the body. Alright, this better reveal some information. Just better reveal some information, guys. We're doing this for science and information. Purely. If you're a boy, you cover your eyes. Okay, thank you, Mimash is gonna cover their eyes. Okay, that's appropriate, thank you. Okay, everybody all together on the count of 3. Cover your eyes. 1, 2, 3.
As beautiful by night as she is by day.
Trait unlocked. Voyeur. Oh my god! Guys, you still need to be covering your eyes in case you forgot. That was the plan. Oh my god. How inappropriate. Okay, in the meantime, we're just gonna go over here and check out her bags. Can't search it. That was good science.
A letter from William Pitt the Elder addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister. This letter dates from 15 years ago now. Madam, I shall never thank you enough for all your care and attention. I shall be indebted to you until my last breath. If you have any request of me, you only need ask. With regards to my son William, I shall never thank you enough for looking after him. You know the latter's preferences, and you will understand he needs you desperately. For that, and as agreed with Queen Charlotte, our friend Duke Hillsborough will carry out his task and meet with you within 6 months. From then on, you'll be free from want. Yours sincerely, William Pitt, Count of Chatham.
William Pitt.
2 coils circle the lock. Queen Charlotte. All the royal family of England is there from what I can tell.
No, we're not okay with... No. Craven.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Emily has indeed some powerful backers. Madam, thank you for consoling the Queen. The King's situation is worsening, but I wager he'll recover from this present fit. Next time you speak with Her Majesty the Queen, would you please be so kind as to ask her to look into my petition to raise taxes with the King? I will personally see to it that our nation will recover from this impasse. But King George's mental situation is slowing down our decision-taking. Thank you in advance for all your help. William Pitt, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom of Great Britain.
Raise taxes. Whatever, Coin Kid. You would have left it on that ogling scene and, like, gone and ate lunch during your stream or something.
An origami? This origami talks about the disappearance of a child.
The disappearance of a child?
Only borrowing it, of course.
Yeah, we're gonna give it back. Emily Hillsborough's origami bird. How sad we stole her origami. How inappropriate that artist drew her like that. Practically naked. Without her covers on. We need to cover her up. We should write that artist a very stern tweet. It's open! Sweet. Oh, we need it. Okay, we found it, but now we need to consume some jelly.
Eagerness, but the pressure on my family complicates the task.
Relax, my friend. Your relatives will soon be safe.
So what I saw in my vision really did happen. Well, I hope I haven't missed anything important.
I thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Now that's settled, let us speak about your support.
Yes. You mentioned earlier some assistance from the Golden Order?
Absolutely. I have concluded an agreement with their leader, Lady Sarah Faustine de Richet.
Another case that Mother didn't tell me about.
The funds from the order will finance the building of a foundry in Tuscany. You will soon be able to count on 100 or more cannons for your future campaigns.
Uh-oh.
I was not expecting so much help from you. When can I meet this de Richet?
Well, unfortunately, something has cropped up. De Richet has disappeared.
Disappeared? What, here?
Yes, but the staff are redoubling efforts to find her, I assure you.
So the agreement, is it on or off?
It is on. Her right-hand man has just arrived here to help us find her. And it is none other than her son, Louis Maurice de Richet. I wager he will ensure his mother's commitments are met.
Louis. Not an easy name to live with in these times.
Of course. But from now on, you will deal with him.
This man, it can only be Mortimer.
Very well. I will seek him out.
Ma'am.
Probably because they're rebelling against... Who's the king right now? Louis.
Well, I better get away from here.
Who was it? The 14th or something? They think a bird. It's creeping on them. Oh, right. So that was all new. I didn't get to see any of that yesterday. I'll read any of that stuff. Find all that stuff. We didn't creep on Emily once yesterday. Oh boy.
Louis?
Emily? I can explain.
Perhaps, but remains...
Someone 3 off balance. The cost of effort points increases. I've never seen this problem before. Use a golden elixir to cure yourself.
Bill,
But first, you could perhaps remove the blade from my throat?
you have 10 seconds to explain your presence here.
Okay.
Appearances can be misleading. I'm only passing through.
I cured myself.
And the origami bird? I suppose it simply flew into your pocket.
Yeah.
Actually, I was just
It
putting
did.
it back.
It
Don't
was like
push your luck.
caw caw.
What are you doing in my room?
It even... Oh shoot. Should I keep quiet?
Louis, your childish games are trying
No!
my patience.
There's not much
Oh my
more I can say,
God!
really.
Are you trying to make me angry? You have been a great disappointment to me. Please leave now.
Shady. Wow, that was my first failed confrontation ever. Shady. We deserved that. Wow. Now we have to go and do that whole thing again. Ogle her again. No, actually, we can choose not to ogle her. I wonder what will happen if we don't ogle her. Maybe you can't win in that confrontation. Now, okay, so I didn't realize there were confrontations in the other paths that you could fail. I didn't know that. Took too much time deciding. Yeah, maybe you're right. That's true. That would be oppressive. Well, we're gonna do another playthrough and find out.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter
You were right
on
once.
you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Luis. Now, give me 1 second, please.
I think he's Cardinal.
I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
I think you have to unlock all these traits, though, in order to get the trophies. Graphic novel? No. It's like a choose-your-own-adventure. Similar to Telltale and Life is Strange.
Huh. That's me.
But it has some differences. It has RPG elements.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know.
We've been putting off searching his
Mortimer
room.
had better show up.
Alright, so hopefully we'll wake up with full effort. She made us waste. I lingered so I could watch Lady Hillsborough sleeping. I did not convince Lady Hillsborough of my innocence. Lady Hillsborough has recovered the origami I stole from her. 3 failures. Alternate paths. I could have helped Mr. Washington with his projects. Alright, we did that yesterday. Could have prevented a violent confrontation. Could have found out something about my mother's past, right? So we did that yesterday. Success. Passed through Lady Hillsborough's room. Spying on the men in my vision. Showed Piaggi his letter unsealed. Alright, so that's several things we could do better. That's a tough one, that one with her. I guess you have to, I mean, it said it's a failure to look at her, so you have to ignore her. X again? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is pretty good. Silver, I'm having a lot of fun with it. Okay, so here... Occultism, subterfuge, manipulation. We can get some of these on next playthrough, I guess. This one, gain 1 skill point in vigilance. Make a dialogue choice 20 times before the end of the dialogue timer. That shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to get that pretty soon. You can equip 1 extra manuscript if you collect 10. Nice. Obtain all level 1 skills. You gain 10% more experience at the end of the quest. Succeed 2 confrontations. Oh, jeez. Alright. Oh, read 5. Sober. Use no consumable during a quest. Oh, I forgot you could go for that. Okay. Level 3 stuff. It's gonna be hard to do. We could do all the level 1 maybe. Alright. So etiquette is level 1. What else have we got? Okay, so we need to unlock all of these things. We only have 4 points. We could buy a skill. Okay, we could read a politics book. We don't have to buy it. Let's take a look at what books we have. Occult, linguistics, conviction. Okay, we have conviction, science, and questioning. We don't have the politics book yet. Conviction, science, and questioning. Thanks, Craven. She's gonna make her neck match her nose. Questioning, science, conviction. Okay, so we do diversion. Looks like we should read questioning. Alright, let's pick it. I think. Oh, we can't do it right now. That has to be in the next scene. Which skills gets you back into Emily's room? I'm worried about what I should choose. Hopefully I'll find the political book. We already have science. We could use the book questioning. I don't remember if we pick up a psychology book. Maybe I should just get psychology. You feel like logic? There's a lot. Oh my god. Craven, you're gonna get your butt kicked with those kinds of jokes. I think vigilance is a good idea, actually. We've been missing a lot of things, opportunities due to no vigilance. But we had that as detective before. So maybe we should just go with this side. Alright, let's do this. Because last playthrough we had all of these. So let's work on this side. Oh, I forgot. The book only gives you 1 point. I forgot. Okay. Oh, man. So we read the book and then we use 2 points and then we have 2 points left. It's kind of dumb. Do I have diversion book? Conviction, science, questioning. I'm worried about what to do. Okay, maybe we'll pick up a politics book. We should go with some of these other new skills. And then third playthrough, we can just pick and choose what works best, knowing what we know. Then we'll put this in politics, and then we'll get the political book, and then we'll only need to spend 1 point here next time. Or we can just wait. Maybe we should wait, not spend that 1 point. It's just 1 point. We could wait. I wonder if we're gonna need more than level 1 linguistics. Validate. Can't see. It's not letting me. Do you have to spend every point? Why won't it let me? You're required? You're required to spend every point. Why can't you take a point with you to your next one? Yeah, so I did, Craven. Okay, let's search the room finally.
Alright. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
I didn't pick a book to read. Oh my god. I thought I missed out. Okay, so right now we need a +1 in questioning, right? Yeah. We're gonna need to work toward questioning. Because we have conviction in science. Science here. Conviction here. Yeah, you can read 1 book per mission. Pray it, Cactus. Got some chili.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases. The inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel,
Dear Monsieur de Richet,
dictated to him by
please
voices.
excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room? Writing material.
Good point, Craven.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
If you see your friend has a wound, do you just automatically poke it? We did that in Game of Thrones Telltale series. Game of Thrones, there was an option to poke the wound. Everyone in chat said we had to poke it, and Shreya got so upset.
The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance. Nothing.
Doesn't everybody? Not that I had ever heard of up until that point.
Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. Saint Jerome and the Angel.
What are these paintings?
Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices.
He's trying to send our guy a message. Hi, Billy.
There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
Here's the key.
There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richer, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
I have retrieved everything. Hey, that's a cool... I thought it was a phone. It's candle. That's a cool phone from the 1700s. Look for clues. Oh, this didn't turn out to be anything
Markings
yesterday.
on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Hey, I wonder if I could put the ashes on that. I'm gonna try that today.
Oh, this bookcase is well stocked.
Politics book.
Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World. The travel log of the explorer, Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
Examine the page of the symbol. Need vigilance. Sire.
I'm not far from solving the puzzle. I must keep searching.
I don't think so, Craven. We're looking for her. She's disappeared.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
No, you need to know the languages. I've read parts of it, Craven. I liked it. Look at the butterflies on the fruit.
Here's something that will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate.
Let's recap. My mother was in this room.
What?
I found a rare edition of her favorite book.
It just skipped.
She must have left something behind. She must have used the writing materials. What if she used lemon juice instead? An old trick used to hide messages. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
Did I get everything I could outside? We found all the clues on my mother. Find something to reveal the hidden message. That was weird. It teleported me from out here. Yesterday, I had a full discussion about the lemons. Oh. Okay, didn't want us to know this part yet. Think about the properties of lemon. Take the lemon. Yeah, that was weird. Yesterday I got some free conversation about the lemon. A lemon I picked from the lemon tree on the balcony. Today they're gonna make me investigate it. Okay, today we're gonna be able to read the full message instead of spend points thinking or assessing value. Instead, let's just take it. That's right, pick it up, put it in your pocket. What? Okay, here.
Well, I think I've searched everywhere. Maybe I should try it out on the book. Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage. Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier. And that's its weakness. What is my mother trying to tell me?
The beast.
If you've gone to so much trouble, you must not have only found something important, but you must have also felt like you were in great danger. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red
Piaggi
salon.
referred to someone as
Typical.
a beast earlier.
I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
All right. Emily, immunologic. I forget what she was vulnerable to. feel like I have nothing. Maybe in like episode 2. I mean, look, that's totally a secret. Can't you see it? That's a secret wall. It totally is. Eventually, maybe in episode 2, we'll be able to open that. Oh no, the dinner time thing.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Oh yeah. This takes forever, all the snooping and reading.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
There are 2 rooms. We can snoop around, and it's your favorite part, guys. We're off to do some more snooping. You can't ogle people in the day.
President George Washington.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
Wait. Okay. I go this way, I think? Or did I come from that way? I don't remember.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
What?
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's come back after we get the key. Maybe you have to examine it before it will spawn. Oh man. Alright, let's go click on everything.
A chest with a half-circle pattern. My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform...
Did you want to hear that letter? I probably need to know it. Oh man, we gotta listen to letters all day.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required
You
to
want
govern
shoes like
this new
that? What,
country.
high heels?
Please,
Raven?
excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's
Is she
just for a day,
worshiping Satan?
I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving
We'll
father,
see.
John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Thanks, Dad. Let's see. Is she worshipping Satan? Craven's asking. Guys, what do you think? Does this look like worshipping Satan activities? She has lots of room in here for her worshipping
Carmelite
Satan
water. They
activities.
say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Hi, Mahatma. That's my Emily mask.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
I think, you know, I should have consumed the crystals in the first playthrough. I didn't. I know what they are already. But now I'm like scared because I know how this game treats any kind of medicine or intoxication. Drugs. It's drugs. Do we need to examine it if we already know what it is? Does it level up our character? Talents. What levels up science? Vulnerabilities. When you use royal jelly. I don't know. Oh, picking up collector coins gives you more experience. It's retroactive. You watched the whole stream? Cool. Are you also playing the game? Are you interested in it? One of three. Equipping a manuscript. It doesn't look like studying this thing will help me. Maybe it'll give me a XP at the end of the mission. What happened to his nose? He's different now. We made a different choice, Average. He got cut. He got messed up. He'll be alright though.
August 24th, 1792.
Okay. These letters
June 11th.
are between
August
her
24th,
and her
1792.
sister
Elizabeth.
Abigail. You guys aren't interested in all that sister stuff.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
Etiquette. Immunity. Psychology. Just because of that fuck? Immune to psychology. She doesn't believe in all that. Psychology, mumbo jumbo, okay? Don't even try it. Guess what she believes in? Take a look over here. Take one guess. She didn't like that frame. I know, I thought that was funny. Like, maybe someone else was staying here, too.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Dun, 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 dun. What? Oh, right, thank you. I found a different key. Which key was that? 5 circles. Where did we see that before? I didn't find that yesterday. I don't think. Gosh golly. Gosh golly, I didn't find that yesterday. No, I don't think so, Craven. I think she's just curious. She just really likes shapes, and she's a painter. She's an artist. She has tattoos. She's an artist. And she loves stars and moons. That was a star and a sun drawing. Whose room is this?
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Van Vulner. Yeah, the candles represent the stars. Where is it? Where are you? Reveal yourself, please. We don't got all day. Have you heard of that game called Extinction coming out? Here's the key. We can't open this anymore. I'm pretty sure this was the one. Gosh, that key was far away. Where did I pass? Telemarketers, please. Devil's Thorn. That's important. I think it's called Extinction, yeah. About a giant... It's about...
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Huge, gigantic ogres. Trampling all over the humans' villages. Trying to make us go extinct, I guess. And you run and you jump and you fly and you slash and you wreck some ogres. You heard of it? That comes out in April. It's like they went, you know what?
A chest with a half circle
I'd like
pattern.
Shadow of the Colossus more if they were actually monsters. So that's what they did. Use the key. Here we go. Star Wars Episode 5. I don't know, Craven. I don't know about any of that nerd stuff. 4 amber. Maximum effort points increased by 1.
An untutored hand copied these notes.
Sweet.
Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
Analyze the notes. Analyze the notes. Take notes. I don't know if I analyzed this yesterday. Why is that +1 red? The writing is barely legible. Alright, let's analyze it, I guess.
Feet and hands are bound. A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned.
Oh yeah.
It looks like preparation for an exorcism. Is Elizabeth really possessed?
Yeah, I guess we could find out even more information, but I don't know if I want to use a point on that. I discovered that information yesterday. She's worshipping Satan. No, she's not, Craven. She suffers from yeah, maybe you're right. That's the logical explanation. Okay. There is another point on that. Forget it. I say forget it. Let's just take the notes. Mysterious notes. Alright, guys. New territory. Someone give Craven a high five. You say guillotines for everyone. That's really inclusive of you, Average. Thanks, Shiny. Alright, where's this other room? We need to snoop around and you guys... You probably were sad thinking that the snooping time was over.
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision.
Okay, let's see if there's another way. Let's go through Emily's room again. You thought snooping was over, wrong. Oh no!
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Ew, go away.
It might be better to take a different stairway.
Darn it, I don't think there's any other way into his room, so we're gonna have to do this. Good thing we saved our points. Unlock. We have 3 waters. We have 4 jellies. We're in good shape with jelly. Alright. New room. We've never been in here. Full of Devil's Thorn. Great.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
What? Discovered immunity. I swear. Okay, maybe I picked up a different political book. Etiquette. The Prince. Yeah, I guess. Oh, manipulation. Ha ha ha. Mind blown. Better watch out, Craven. You haven't seen nothing yet. This is just the beginning. Just wait. Just wait. This game's gonna get all Illuminati on you. Average. Spoilers. I totally forgot about that. George Washington story. What other stories do you know about George Washington?
It's a beautiful weapon. A lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
Napoleon.
My
Get
dear
wrecked.
son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica,
No, it was Washington.
toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days.
Lincoln was called Honest Abe.
I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte.
Okay, this is gonna help us if we get in a fight with Napoleon later. Okay, mother. He loves his mother. Paoli.
The Battle of Alexander at Issus.
You guys
or
know the
how
story.
Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur.
You guys know the story. None of you have mentioned it. Darn it. I think it's just water anyways. Ha, Napoleon, we took your money.
Hannibal crossing the Alps. Another military success. Why do I get nothing but visions of horror in my room? And he gets victory after victory?
Because they talked about it before you got here. And they were like, where are you gonna put that, dude? They said in the horror room, of course. Put him in the horror room. I'm laughing at that. Hannibal crossing the Alps. Because it's just so silly. Maybe it really happened, but it just seems so silly he crossed the Alps with a bunch of elephants. Yeah, Shiny, I don't have agility on this character, so I can't. Agility was helpful in the first playthrough. You can get potions, and you can get in fights. I got in a fight. I kicked butt. It's pretty sweet. These are real paintings.
Amber.
Yeah, he did cross the Alps. I just don't know if he
French
actually
actor
did.
Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
Oh.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
I just don't know if he actually took a bunch of elephants too. I think there's discussion that we don't really know if he really did, or if that was just some story that got blown up somehow.
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to participate in the High Society meeting organized for the occasion. We shall be able to continue our discussion about our project for a new order for France.
A new order.
I have a proposition to make to you concerning your wish to put a strong leader at the head of France. I trust you to be discreet as to your coming. See you soon, Lord William Mortimer.
Vercingetorix throws down his arms at the feet of Julius Caesar by Royer, two great army chiefs. Golden elixir.
Yes! Doing a good job. Did we get more jelly? We got 4 still.
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
Decorated with what, did he say? Fancy French words. Okay, do you think we're done here? Except for the things we can't reach. Because our character doesn't work out even one little bit. We're full on Devil Thorn. Let's use our Devil Thorn on Napoleon. We have 5. That's why they give it to you in here. They want you to use it on him. I wonder who else I'm supposed to use it on. You know what? Maybe we should use... I think you get a trophy for using one of each potion. Let's try doing that on Napoleon if possible. But if we use 4, we're going to become intoxicated from it.
ce Jacques Perru?
Hopefully that's everything. Here we go. Let's go, Nappy. I call him Nappy. For short. Oh yeah, this. Oh no!
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Hello. You're Elizabeth Adams, aren't you?
Yes, I regret that we haven't been properly introduced.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to your eye?
I had a bad fall.
Looks more like a punch to me.
My eye's nothing. Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing. So I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you?
Oh,
someone hit her.
I wouldn't say nursed. No, I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
What? I have nothing. Oh.
I want to find out what really happened.
Oh, no.
I thought those
really
were grayed out.
don't want to know what your mother did when I shed my first blood at puberty.
On the contrary, you can tell me anything. Let me be my own judge.
Yeah, she has nice rock star hair,
your
huh?
little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they? Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me.
Didn't I have 3
I would have put an
blunders
end to it all by now if it weren't for her.
on the first playthrough?
Since you insist,
I only have 2.
I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's coming for you.
You can't change my mind about
Yeah,
this, Louis.
Frozen.
My days are numbered,
It's
and
good.
I know it.
Occultist situation. Maybe that's where we get the book. Alright. Let's go bully this guy and get a book from him in a minute. This artwork. Oh my god. God is gonna strike us down. He's a chandelier holder. I didn't realize he's holding the chandelier. You want Emily's number? Oh, I thought he was holding the chandelier. He's holding a friggin' spear. I was gonna say, he thinks he's so tough, and here he is holding the chandelier for a living. Yeah, Zeus. It's probably Zeus. It's probably a thunderbolt. Yeah. Probably. Is Poseidon, it would be more of like a orc trident, right? That looks more like a lightning bolt. How close you can get to that hand. Wait, you want to just jump up and smack it? High five. Fist bump. And then this thing, oh my god. He has two, right? Doesn't he have a Gates of Hell and a Gates of Paradise? Alright. Let's hope to not get wrecked here. Let's get this book if we can. If not, we're just gonna leave it.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service, day and night, sir.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Uh-oh. Do I need anything? The book.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe.
Vulnerability, manipulation.
Sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Darn it. I'm gonna use up... Oh my god. And then... Oh my god. This is a bad idea. I will be in a bad state at dinner. Just like yesterday. I guess I could spam golden potions. It was manipulation, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll get 1 point back. I forgot. Okay. Oh, that's what. That's the red +1 shiny. I wasn't sure what that was. Okay.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
Thanks.
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh. There you are, then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now.
But, sir, I... Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't
Be
me,
so
sir.
mean.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
What a jerk. Sorrows of Young Werther. Psychology point. What do we want? Carmelite Water. I don't want to use any points to get it though. It would probably cost points. Let's find out.
A little Carmelite Water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
I wonder if we can get anything. Probably not. I think everything's gonna be like that. Amber.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
What does this say? I'll play a trick on him and steal from him. Manipulation. That might be worth doing at some point. Come now, it has no value. Erudition. Yeah, right now... the amber. I'm 3 short anyways, and he'd probably only give me 1. Alright. Not intoxicated. Success! We're about to be, though. I guess we have to take some jelly. Is that our first drink or whatever? I guess it's okay if we end up intoxicated, but it'll be a problem. Oh, we can just use the potion. We have a ton of these potions. Golden elixir. We can just use that. We have 5 of them. Maybe I should just use one and then use it. 1, 2. I can take 2 more and I won't get intoxicated yet. Alright, if I get intoxicated, I'll just use it.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux,
Lieutenant?
French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge.
Oh, he's Jacques Peroux.
Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Yes, and right he was.
Yeah, I almost missed it.
Peru looks totally out of place here.
He's counting the 10 sets of cutlery around each plate? The man is completely lost.
Thank you.
I don't know if I unlocked him before. Peroux. Jacques Peroux. What? How do I know all this stuff? Vulnerability, etiquette, and psychology. Immunity, diversion. During the Terror, he quickly became one of the most worrying figures in all of Paris. He distinguished himself by taking part in the siege of the Bastille and the capture of Louis the 16th? Yeah, the current King of France. He was involved in the creation of the Revolutionary Tribunal. Is he a man of law or torturer? Nobody dares say. This judge of the people has overseen many trials that sent opponents and traitors of the revolution to the guillotine. That answers which Louis? Peru interrupts his revolutionary activities when Lord Mortimer, his patron, invites him to join the latter's social gatherings. I don't think I have psychology. Ooh. Ooh. When you read a psychology book.
Again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the king's table.
I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
Volner and Piaggi. Yes. Yes, yes.
Surprisingly, you know Volner prohibited religious practices in Prussia. Renowned member of the Rose-Croix Order, former Freemason, and great lover of alchemy. And look at Piaggi fawning over him. I really do have a problem digesting political protocol.
I couldn't do any of this yesterday.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And
Immune to occultism.
Self.
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, anyway. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
I didn't
Very
have
much
politics
so,
skill to
Sir
get
Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A souterrain, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table.
I didn't find the
finest
politics book
minds
this
of the
time.
century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
What do you think of Volner?
Louis, I haven't forgotten what happened last night. Leave me alone or I'll stick my fork in
Oh
your
my god! Whoa!
And right he was too.
All right. She doesn't like us. And
Have
she
you any
remembered that.
information on this Napoleon?
Not really, no.
Mortimer is arranged to keep his family out of the harmful reach of Corsican monarchists.
Oh my god. Maybe I shouldn't have told
And
her.
that's not all.
George
Mortimer and my
Washington,
mother have apparently
don't
agreed to deliver
betray us.
peanuts to this Bonaparte.
What? Since when does the Order finance wars? Are you sure?
Unfortunately, yes. And the fact you didn't know my mother made this agreement makes it even stranger.
Thank you, Louis. At least you have taught me
Are you
something.
our friend again? We need a friend around here. Oh my god, what's that going to do to my game?
It would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Here we go. He's right in front of them.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden
He's gonna
Order,
push us.
through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
We got information on you today. Immune to conviction, immune to politics. Okay.
Compose, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project.
Wait. I want to use Devil's Thorn. Which way is that? Right?
On behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother
I used it a little early.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
2 blunders.
And for that, I have a little
I had 3
question
yesterday,
for you.
I know it.
The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
I've only just taken over the affair. The agreement will be considered null and void until we've gone through it together. Is that clear?
All right, you seem to know what you're doing. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words, and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you.
It appears that
Lord Mortimer was right to
your
put his
class
trust in
determines how many
I
blunders
hope
you
to
can
work
get,
with you
or
in the very
your
near
skills,
future.
something.
I would like to
Because
thank
yesterday
you
I
for
had
your
3 for a
support
bunch of
by
these. Today I only
offering
have
you
2.
this humble little
That
gift.
explains why
Reflections on the
a
Revolution
lot of
in
people
France.
would mess these up.
Mr. Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please
You only
know
have
that I,
2?
too,
That's hard.
am delighted to have met you.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please.
I know,
would
right?
like to
No, I
thank
just told him
Lord
what he wanted to
Mortimer
hear,
and
Average.
you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here.
Yeah, you're right,
Those
it's our
of
fault.
us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
Wake up, Gadget Man. He's about to click his wooden teeth at
I
us.
trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington.
Yes.
Washington is a very gifted speaker. Leave him for 5 minutes with sworn enemies and he'll convince them to be friends for life.
Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord
Immune to
Mortimer,
politics.
I hope.
Imagine that.
Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Hi, Gadget. New York City. Success! Found my mother's message hidden in the book. I got access to the whole message. I managed to persuade Elizabeth Adams to talk to me about her mother. I met the guests during dinner. I proved to Napoleon to be my mother's worthy successor. I searched Elizabeth Adams' room. I searched Napoleon's room. No failures. No alternate paths missed. Wines and cannons. GG. I think I've been getting much more XP from this playthrough. So politics needs to be unlocked. Oh my gosh, 8 points. We can unlock everything. We can use a book on something. Etiquette, science, psychology, politics, thoughts on the French Revolution, conviction, manipulation, linguistics, occultism. Alright, let's do politics. Yeah, and then we can use a point on politics. Can we do that now? Later. Okay, so 1 point on politics. Unlock it. Unlock this. Unlock this. Unlock this. And we will have almost unlocked everything. Logic or agility. Well, are we gonna need agility now in this last mission? I don't remember. I don't remember needing it. I don't think we'll need logic. We can just read what we know Emily's immunities. So we'll be able to just use a Devil Thorn on her if we need to see better. If we need to see more clearly. Good night, Gadget. What's better safe than sorry, Craven? One of these needed to be 3. Manipulation. Occultism and subterfuge needs to be 2. Reach level 10. Tactless. Failed 2 confrontations. You'll gain a skill point in linguistics. Indiscreet. Brutal. I didn't read these before. Oh! This is where we're getting all of our extra skill points from. Use subterfuge skill 10 times. Manipulation skill. We did the bookworm. We need to read 3 more manuscripts. Nobody needs logic. I mean, I don't need it today because I know how it plays out from yesterday. So I want access to things that I couldn't find out about yesterday. Or agility helps me get more potions. I could level it up at the end of the mission. probably. But it's gonna make me spend it, so we have to spend it. 1 more point available. So I guess we could just do agility. Right? And then, so for this, we'll read a book. We need to read a political book. Alright, that's the plan. And everything will be unlocked except logic. Hopefully that won't be a problem. I don't think it will. And here we go.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
We're right on the politics book. Alright, let's make sure, yeah, it is going to be politics. Alright. And then next time we can read... Is there anything that will give us logic? Maybe we can find something. Alright. Politics. All eyes size you up. Doing well. We're not intoxicated like we were yesterday after dinner. Before dinner, actually, it was embarrassing. We got intoxicated before
Who did
dinner.
Dulce paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician?
Trying to bully the poor servant. Intoxicated before dinner, intoxicated after dinner. Because I was messing up everything so bad.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world.
Is that our logic that we were looking for? Yes. So we could equip that next mission.
The Conversion of Ulysses by Gors. Circe changing Ulysses' companions into swines.
Did I go through this door yesterday? We don't need it.
Circe turning Ulysses' companions back into humans.
Watch out for those butterflies, Average. They're pretty cute. I think I didn't go through that door yesterday.
Ulysses and Circe at the table. If I were you, Ulysses, I wouldn't drink the wine.
There's a note.
A swine and a salon. That's an odd choice of decor.
Why isn't this table full of potions? Or coins? Whoa. I saw one. Where is it? Oh. Oh. Telescope.
Dining on ham. Well, that's very appetizing.
Maybe this was a dead end.
Amber crystals.
Yes! That was worth it. Alright. All the boxes we've neglected. Key with occult earth symbol. Now you can just imagine they all had amber. Okay. I don't think we went through this other door yesterday.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence.
Best pals.
But I still haven't
George
been able
Washington's
to meet
out.
Lord Mortimer.
Napoleon
Do
is
not worry.
in.
It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand. But continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
If I said to you, where all eyes size you up, would it mean anything to you?
I don't know if it's the place you're looking for, Louis, but it makes me think of the portrait gallery.
There's a gallery here? Can you tell me where to find it, please?
Of course. Just go through the door at the end. It will lead into the library. Continue all the way through, and you'll end up in the gallery. You'll see it, Louis. When you get there, you'll know.
Thank you very much, Your Eminence. On that last word, then, I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Yesterday, the only information we had was Medusa. He didn't know anything about it. Let's go through here first. Oh, is this back? This is back out to the servant. But he's gone. Oh no, he's not. He's there.
The only person sizing me up here is that monumental Zeus. He can't be here.
We could get that amber from him. I only have one jelly though. Why do I only have one jelly? I have 2 water. Can I go back and pick up stuff I couldn't get before? Yes. I didn't know that. I guess yesterday I was kind of in a hurry. Jelly. Oh boy, we're getting jelly.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
Use the key. What the heck? Golden elixirs? There's freaking 4 golden elixirs in here? We've been gypped. Peanut butter and jelly.
Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Oh my god.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Cha-ching. You won't find her brooch on the floor this time. She still had the incident, though, with the guy.
A Greek drachma. One of the rare ancient coins to be mentioned, both in the Bible and in the Quran.
We got cross-referencing going on in here. guess that's it. We need more secrets in ashes and whatnot. Pick up the poker, poke the ashes. That fire looks like dangerous. Alright, let's try to go upstairs then. And then fully equipped with all our potions, we're gonna wreck this servant again. Oh no, we can't. Maybe up the other stairs. Darn. At least we could get into that one room. Actually, how many of these? Oh yeah, we are full. Too jelly. Too jelly isn't that good. Alright, is there anything? This is where we came from. Alright, that's it. No other doors to take, huh? Let's see if this one weirdly opened. Nope. Let's see what it takes to get an amber.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir.
What is he doing standing here being a shopkeeper, not selling stuff?
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
Amber?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
Play a trick on him. Steal it. And then we'll be down 4. We could get our 4 back by drinking the stuff. We could use Carmelite Water and just do it for free. Right? Let's use the water. We don't have a lot of water left. Oh man. That agility really made a difference. We got more water and stuff. Slap. Let's use the water and get it for free. I hope I don't regret that.
Well, no point in lying, you know. I know full well you haven't got any.
I would never think of lying, sir. I don't believe I am authorized to give it away. That is all.
Amber? Here? I'd be surprised.
Yet I assure you, sir.
No, you're pulling my leg. I don't believe you.
I wouldn't dare to joke with, sir.
Yeah, sure. You're just leading me on.
I got a point back
for
using the water.
It to me, if you really have some.
Well, then, sir, here is a piece.
Thank you.
Ah, right. Well, I'm impressed. Can you lend it to me for a minute?
Of course, sir. Here.
Wow. I can hardly believe it. Well, I have other questions.
Of course, sir. But, sir, I believe you haven't given me back the amber, sir.
What? What amber?
We are so
the
tricky.
Piece
Look
I
at
gave
us.
to, sir.
Super tricky.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You really ought to look after your things. It can't be easy to come across amber in these parts.
Ah. Well, does sir desire anything else?
Poor servant. Yeah, Carmelite Water.
A little Carmelite Water would do me a lot of good.
Yeah, he's
Could
very
you find
rude.
me some,
I
please?
agree.
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
And then we'll get one back. Is that worth it? For the water. And then having to take a jelly. I don't know if we begin with a clean slate. Episode 2. I have no idea if we need this water. Maybe I'll find another one. At least we got the amber. That was the important thing. Because that amber makes it so that we can get one more point. Alright. I'm much happier today than yesterday. Yeah, they was being real mean to that poor guy. I feel like this area should have a lot of water in it. This guy's still eating. Thank you. Alright, to our destiny. Too bad we can't go upstairs and open all those boxes we didn't open. But then that would just mean we would need more water and stuff. So that would mean we would need to bully the servant more. Let's hope we find more good stuff in here. Yeah, Shoeless. This is my Emily dress up. I made the mask myself. Wow, full on elixir. Darn it. We need to use more gold elixir. Book stuff. Yeah, I dress up as Emily for my Dishonored 2 playthroughs. I did 2 playthroughs. One as Emily, one as Corvo.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me
Citizens of
from reading it.
Karnaka. I was wondering if we were gonna talk about that.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Yay! Can we go back and upset the servant again? Thanks, Shoeless. I got her ring too! I was so excited. The seal ring. I love it.
Hey, a Russian ruble. I wonder what it'd be worth today. A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
No, I didn't get the collector's edition. I didn't know I was gonna love it so much, or I would have. Instead, you know, I bought the game, and then I bought the ring off of eBay months and months later. At first, they wanted a lot of money, but then the longer I waited, the more, you know, prices generally went down. Okay, so we have 3 jellies now. More than enough golden elixirs. This should be good for the final area. So should we go get that one last water and sacrifice a jelly? What do you think? I don't know if it's gonna matter. I probably shouldn't have used the water to get the amber. At the time it seemed worth it, but now I'm feeling really low on water. Maybe we should just move forward. We could always just deal with that stuff in another playthrough. More than 2 effort points, yeah. What were those gonna cost? 3 or 4?
Where all eyes size you up.
This is it. All the eyes.
Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should we go and try to find the creature now?
The Medusa Oblongata. Let's see if that was a point of no return. We could go back out.
Liberty or Death by Renyo.
Well, I'll take liberty, please.
Cake or
But
death?
I do understand his choice, even though it seems radical.
Hey, we were just here earlier today.
Molière dining with Louis XIV. The king's posture is surprising. It's almost as if he's addressing someone in the assembly. Christ Crucified by Velázquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alcudia.
Ah, we can take a look at the museum. The art gallery. Find the Medusa.
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything. Ah, François Ier, Receiving the Holy Family. A painting by Raphael.
Amber.
Another amber. Sweet. That filled the... That gave us another skill point.
The Fall of Phaeton. Another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning by his father Apollo for borrowing his chariot and losing control of it. Moral, don't steal Dad's chariot.
Is this another amber?
A fragment of amber.
We didn't have to steal it from the guy.
The Company by Rembrandt.
Yeah, pretty good collection, huh, Average? Are you impressed?
A meeting between Louis XIV and Philippe V. I wonder why Mortimer's particularly fond of this painting.
How do you know he's particularly fond of it? Did he say that?
A meeting between Louis XIV and Philippe V. I wonder why Mortimer's particularly fond of this painting.
Another water, yay! That's golden elixir.
The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples. Celia. That name means nothing to me.
All right. Do we go back and get the water? I guess we'll leave the poor guy alone. We're gonna be generous, spirited right now and leave him be. Now you guys can proclaim how good and generous we are. Okay, so I solved this myself earlier. I'll let you guys try to solve this. Just type in chat what you think the answer is.
A painting with no name.
Is that him? Mortimer? Good old Morty. See, it tells you there's no key to it. You have to unlock it. Wait a minute. Cost one and I'll get one back?
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Oh no, I don't get one back. Good thing I could pick it up. That would have been a waste. I have to remember, that's Devil's Thorn. Whoa. Gross. The Academy. Galvanization at the Academy. Have any of you been watching Frankenstein Chronicles? Turns out that show is pretty good. I don't know if it's... I think it's a Netflix original. I don't know, though. That show's really good. Yeah, you finished it. Frankenstein Chronicles.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her.
Yeah,
The
you really liked
Medusa.
it. I'm not finished with it
A
yet.
hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern? And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
Hopefully we can
The
read
Origin
this
of
this
Myths,
time.
a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right-hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa.
Yay, we can read the Latin this time. Worth it.
There's an extra line in the Latin translation. The night light was reflected in the shield and blinded the monster. So the hero with the sword seized the opportunity and cut off its head.
It's the answer. It gives you the answer. I had to do this morning based on what he reads in the French, which doesn't tell you the answer. It tells you one clue. And then I just had to remember what I knew from Greek mythology. It took a minute, but I remembered.
Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
That's all he says. He just gives you the first bit. Assess it? What's this? I don't know what the assessing thing is in this game. Examine? Toward the hero holding the sword. Reflect the sword. Let's see if I got it right. Or maybe I didn't. Alright, try again. Oh, this goes toward... the sword. God, what was it? Okay. I'm confused. Oh yeah, you're right, you're right. I forgot. I have to turn Medusa. Okay. So put this one back. I think I probably had it right. Toward the hero holding... Ugh. There we go. That should do it. It's kind of confusing.
For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
First my room, now here. Stop following me, you're becoming a nuisance.
Wait a minute. Are you... You're not implying that I'm here to court you, are you?
Oh, Louis, I'm just stating the obvious. You wouldn't be the first, rest assured.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. The worst thing is it seems to be working.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
What's her thing again? Immune to logic. That's funny. Still haven't discovered her vulnerability. And I forget what it was now. Do we do something different? Let's dodge it with humor. Although that might piss her off. I think she likes honesty. But let's do something different, I guess.
I was feeling a bit
Psychology?
peckish. I went in search of the kitchen and I ended up here.
Thanks,
Your
Shiny.
sense of
Good
direction
memory.
is mind-boggling, isn't it? Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams.
At your service, madam.
I don't think I got this morning.
I found an amazing ring. And there's an inscription engraved on it. The mythical ring of the Nipple.
Louis, do you really believe it's the ring of the legend?
You should try it on. They say if you wear it on your finger, it makes you more agreeable.
How droll. In the legend, it's a cursed ring.
Already made.
Emily, when I see that ring, I can no longer hold back my feelings for you.
Oh, stop it. You're being ridiculous.
What do you mean? I was just about to get down on one knee.
Now I have to use some... Do you think I could do this fight with just two? If I have to translate a whole bunch of stuff, I'm gonna run out of jelly. We're gonna be fighting her with one skill point left. Oh no, there is a translation. I hate these people.
The heavenly symbols refer to Pandora's box.
I'm gonna get drunk
Emily,
right now.
I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's box.
Oh! Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's box. Logical.
I couldn't do this
What
earlier.
I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
I couldn't do this earlier.
Emily, What if I open the jar? Would that then make man responsible for all the evils?
Try. It'll make a change. All right, can we move on now?
I do love your irony, but honestly, are you ever impressed by anything you see?
By a chamber pot? No, you really do need to do better than that.
Oh my gosh, she's expensive. Trying to impress her is expensive. We only have one jelly left. I guess she got over it, Coin Kid. She realized we were the most eligible bachelor in the house, and that her choices were limited.
A golden fleece.
Alright, we're
It's
only doing
freezing.
free
Hurry
stuff
up.
from now on.
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
I think she likes us.
An unofficial gospel?
No!
It'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the
No,
Vatican.
Kim!
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
I should have... You guys, I should have used the water earlier.
The Gospel according to Judas, or How to Crucify Jesus as part of God's plan. You do realize that the contents of this book could undermine the very foundations of Christianity.
One more reason to leave it in the secret room of a lost manor on a private island.
Do you realize how important this book is?
Of course, but what I really want to know is how did it come into Mortimer's possession?
I was thinking the same thing about all the paintings and sculptures in the manor. I bet you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to Joseph, "Hey, you, shut up."
In other words, you haven't even opened one.
This conversation is way funnier this time.
Cash.
Cha-ching! What do you think about this, Emily? Cash.
Hey, Mortimer is the author of this work. It talks about his passion for art.
Oh, it was his book. He wrote a book about his passion for art. Alright, no more translating.
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath.
What? Damn it.
The workmanship on this crown is amazing. The finesse of the gold laurel leaves is beautiful. A crown worthy of an emperor.
I'm screwed.
I'd stake my life that it's a genuine article.
I can just see Mortimer dressed in a toga, wearing a laurel wreath, strutting around his manor all day long.
You have a curious idea of Mortimer.
Why? He's eccentric, like all the English are, isn't he?
Well, if Peru stands for French grace, then if I were you, I wouldn't be making that sort of remark.
Alright, that's it. I can't do anything else and now I'm drunk. Just kidding, not drunk. I have 3 skill points. I'm gonna fail this boss fight.
Well, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself.
Because I have to read all this stuff that was locked out to me before.
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
Joan of Arc.
It really does look like Joan of Arc's sword.
The famous Maid of Orleans. One of your favorite historical heroines.
You bet. Given the number of English butts she kicked.
And we all know where that got her. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
Oh yeah, I did assess it earlier. It was a sword of Damask. Remember? Something like whatever that is. Glad I didn't do that again.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine. Hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia.
I'm gonna have to use my
Properties in
potions like
Shanghai.
crazy.
Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old. And all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
Okay, that makes sense.
See those fine scratches around the words?
I'm gonna lose.
Yes,
I'm still done.
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job.
Got good information though.
These documents must be fakes. No man can own that many original works, no matter how rich he is.
Be careful. The Order has tried many times to estimate his personal wealth without ever succeeding.
And look here. Castles in Scotland, vineyards in Italy, districts in Venice. He's richer than some European countries.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any thoughts?
Mortimer has every reason in the world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from people like us.
Yep.
Hey, Emily, we're not thieves. We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Amber crystals.
I need friggin' jelly. I'm out. Oh no! I should have used a water on this stupid translation. Pandora's box. Okay. Down is nothing. Okay, we gotta start with number 5. To the right. I mean number 5. We gotta start with Devil's Thorn. Reveal everything. And then water if we have to, but we probably won't have to. We'll probably be okay. I didn't miss any, right? I bet we're at a point of no return. Stupid Pandora's box. Trying to impress this girl, use up all of our skill points. See, I didn't even have this option to get into trouble like this in my first playthrough because I didn't have access to any of that stuff. Bye, Shiny. See you later. Alright, here we go.
What is that you found?
Let's go.
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. I can't trust a man who sneaks into my room in the middle of the night.
Are you really gonna use that against me every time we meet?
It's difficult to
She
pretend
remembered
nothing
that.
happened. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
I can't. I can't do anything. What? I'm locked out of being able to play? I'm gonna blunder out of everything? Okay, I have to use water. Oh my god. I can't do this.
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little. If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
I did need the
I'm
water.
prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese, but I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily. I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
I think it was... Yeah, it was psychology. Okay, we don't have to analyze her. We could just tell her. Psychology. Weak to psychology. Hoochie mama.
You think your scathing wit protects you, but in fact it makes you blind. No sooner have people introduced themselves than you already see them in a bad light. You play the part of a strong woman, and yes, you are a strong woman, of course. But what I see is a sensitive young lady who lacks self-confidence. Stop adopting a defensive posture, and you'll see just how quickly new doors will open.
There is some truth to what you say. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Reassure her. I got a skill point back and now I have to use it. Or should I use the water? I think this will be it. This will be everything I've got. And then we have a water left and that's it.
I don't see us as partners for life. You won't owe me anything, you know. It doesn't commit you to anything after all.
Talent unlocked,
you've
out
gone
of
to a
breath.
lot of trouble. You deserve an answer. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me. But I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is... Your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows. When it comes to getting results, you are very good, I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Success!
Oh. Now
Trait,
I get
confident.
why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes. You can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and
Checked
the
her
same.
Facebook.
We have officially
Trait unlocked.
erased the identity
Stalker.
of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details, so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas,
That
no
was
trace
her
of my
sister who confronted
Instead,
his mother.
a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
It's time to leave.
I think that's it. It's just taking a long time to load for some reason. Oh, maybe there's one more thing.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Oh my god!
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Oh no!
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
I'm
Good
screwed!
evening, Elizabeth. Actually,
I forgot
this
about
is not a
this.
good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
There's nothing I can do.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
I followed Elizabeth last time. Now we're gonna join Emily and we're gonna die.
Excuse me, Elizabeth, but some very urgent business has cropped up. We could speak tomorrow.
No, Louis, don't leave me alone. They've come back.
Good night, madam.
That's sad. Oh no. Maybe we should have gone with her.
Louis, you took your sweet time.
Uh-oh.
What did our poor Elizabeth want?
I guess she didn't mind. Why is she giving us trouble for that all day? What is she doing here? This is gonna be a bad... This is the real final boss fight.
The real question would be this. What exactly are you doing, Emily, in my room?
I've enjoyed our discussions very much, and I had hoped that we could continue them.
Emily? Have I misunderstood something here? What are you doing in my room?
And for a while now, the question has been nagging at me.
And that explains why I now find you here, in my bed. Go ahead. Ask me the question that's been burning at your lips.
I know your mother was here to meet someone, but I can't figure out who.
Oh. So that's what's been hiding behind all this.
We are both members of the Order, Louis. Let's try to be honest with each other. I have followed with great interest your affair in Paris, in connection with Mr. von Borchardt. You managed to steal something from him, if I'm not mistaken.
Did we? Oh yeah, we did. All I have left is a water. Do I tell her about the book? Would you tell her? I feel like I shouldn't tell her. She seems like a nice lady, trustworthy lady. But I don't know if this is a secret I absolutely have to keep. Maybe it won't matter that much. Oh.
Are you talking about the Book of All Mysteries? Al-Azif?
That's right, Louis. A valuable bit of plunder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright,
When we
she knows
finally
about
found it,
it.
we took it.
And where is the book right now?
Amazingly, it's right here. Mother took it with her when she came.
This is quite fascinating. But just what did Sarah expect to accomplish here?
I have to just tell her I have no choice but to tell her the truth.
My mother came here to find out who Von Burchard planned on selling the book to.
And did she find out?
I have no idea, but I think she thought it would be someone invited to Mortimer's next party.
You mean one of us here now?
That's what I think. It wouldn't be you, by any chance.
Unfortunately, no. I was planning to steal it myself. Thank you for all this information, Louis. Right, enough chatting. Come and join me instead.
Are we gonna get a fail for joining her in the bed? Which one are we gonna get a fail? You joined her, Emily, in the bed. Fail! You didn't join Emily in the bed. Fail! There's a tarp. Might be funny. But yeah, she's gonna... Something bad's gonna happen, but we have to, right? God. Yeah, the tarp was... Fail! It's gonna be poor Elizabeth.
I have to go, Louis. I don't want anyone finding me here in the morning.
You're right. Well, have a good night.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
It was all
Rested
that
and
ogling.
ready.
She
Sure
couldn't.
thing.
She couldn't deny it anymore. Libertine. We woke up. Give us some points back, game. Oh my god. We used them all up trying to impress her, see? We used up all of our points trying to impress her at the art gallery. Worked. Oh my god.
Lord Mortimer?
Monsieur de Richet, at last we meet.
I didn't meet him in the other playthrough. Getting in bed. Not fail. Didn't say success. I spent the night with Emily. Alright, that's second playthrough as a occult. Done. We also completed first playthrough as a detective. Found out a lot of different things. A lot of different things happened. Oh no, you fell asleep. Read the success list. Ants. Persuaded Emily to tell me her secret. We joined Emily in my room. We spent the night with Emily. So yeah, that's it. I think, I don't know, we probably did about the same as the first playthrough there. We got 4 points. So then I guess we should unlock. What book could we read? Oh yeah, we got a logic book. So we could put 2 here. And we got everything unlocked. We probably can't read the book right now though. So we won't get the bonus for unlocking everything because there's not another mission to pick the book. Unless it just lets me do it right now. What should have 2 more points? Excuse me, manipulation. It should probably... Okay, that one already has 2, so I guess let's put 2 more in it. And then next time we can unlock this one or this one with a book. Actually, I think I have an occult book. Erudition, conviction, manipulation, linguistics, occult. And I have manipulation. Okay, perfect. So we can choose later. Oh wait, we'd have to pick one, really. Manipulation requires more, so it must be better. Okay. And then we'll read the political book. Emily reviewed us, oh no. Hi, Silicule! Aw, it didn't let us read the book. Alright, that was fun. This game turned out to be a lot more interesting than I expected. I accepted the code from the publisher. Thank you, Focus Home Interactive, for the code. Because I liked the artwork. I've enjoyed narrative-based games in the past. And from what I'd read about this, with the RPG elements, I didn't know about the consumables. I think it's added an extra layer of depth and complication to this genre. It might not have been done perfectly. I'm sure there are still a lot of things that can be worked out, but for our first time seeing a game like this with these added elements, I think this is really good. It's really fun. I'm excited to be part of this because I think that it's probably going to help redefine the genre, or at least I hope it does. So it's exciting to play a game like this after having played a couple of the old style, or I guess the original style of narrative games, and to see the possibilities of, you know, what we might get in the future of games like this. So this has been a lot of fun. A lot of differences, a lot of different ways to handle the confrontations, and the skills were very interesting in revealing a lot of different stuff. So definitely gives you more than one playthrough to look forward to. If I wasn't intrigued, I wouldn't. Normally I take Wednesdays off, so I decided to take the time to see through a second playthrough and find out more about the game because I'm very interested. So I look forward to playing the rest of the episodes. If you're interested, It's actually not that bad. It's €7 per episode, and I think it's gonna be 5 episodes, and it'll be €30 for the whole set. So I think it's definitely worth it. Between today and yesterday, I got a lot of hours of playthrough. My stream died, so my hours aren't reflecting properly. But I think I got something like 5 hours per playthrough or so. Lots to explore, lots to do. So yeah, it's cool. Thanks for joining. If you're interested in seeing more, there's a follow button somewhere around the stream, either above or below. If you hit that, you'll get an alert when I go live next time on Twitch. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed and that you'll come back. Thank you to everyone who hung out, all my regulars, and for enjoying the game. I'm glad you enjoyed. And I will stream again tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably stream some Devil May Cry HD collection. I haven't checked out, I think, what is it? Devil May Cry 2, Devil May Cry 3, I think, are on it. I'll probably end up going with Devil May Cry 3. Not sure if I'll have an opportunity to finish it, but I'll try to check it out as much as possible tomorrow. And then on Friday and Saturday, I'd like to get back to Monster Hunter. I've been trying to play that with subs on the weekends. It's been a lot of fun. So if you enjoy Monster Hunter, Devil May Cry, and then we'll play more of this when these episodes come out. I've got several games on the list, on the calendar, other games that I'm considering in the future. Sea of Thieves comes out next week. I think that's going to be a really cool game to check out. It's a pirate-based PvP multiplayer game where you're actually out on the ocean and sailing to islands and digging up treasure and killing each other over it. It's pretty sweet. Far Cry 5 will be coming out on the 27th, so I'll probably be checking that out. Extinction comes out on April 10th. That's kind of like, it reminds me a little bit of the idea of Shadow of Colossus, where you have gigantic ogres, gigantic monsters that you're battling in order to save humanity from them. Yakuza 6 Remaster will be coming out on the 17th. If I have time, I'd like to check out more of the Yakuza game I've been playing. And then we'll see. We'll see if I can get that one. Frostpunk comes out on April 24th, if you've heard of that. I'm going to have to go back and refresh my memory. But I think that was kind of like a winter theme cyberpunk. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look. Kind of game, I forget now. Conan Exiles, May 8th. Dark Souls 1 Remaster, May 24th. Detroit Become Human. I don't know if I can get that, but if I can, I'll try to play that at the end of May as well. So, and then Vampire, June 5th, which is going to be an interesting, also set in the Victorian era England, where you RPG as a vampire and you make choices in that game as well. You decide if you're going to be an ethical or less than ethical vampire. It's up to you. Vampire Doctor, actually. I did play Conan. Yeah. They gave me the beta, or the early access. Yeah. I really liked it a lot, but, I mean, it was kind of a crazy game. It was survival, and it was really difficult, and things kill you real easily, and the melee combat wasn't especially great, but I had a lot of fun playing it. I think I played it for a week or two. Yeah, Detroit Become Human looks pretty good. Yeah. So those are some games I'm looking forward to. There's some talk. Hopefully I can get Vermintide 2 and check that out a bit. So yeah, that's what we've got going on. It's going to be fun. In the meantime, it's time for me to go. Thank you again. Let's see who we can host. Yeah, it's Wednesday, so there aren't a whole lot of people on. So why don't we go hang out with 44 Moth? He's playing Tekken 7. 44 Moth is a really awesome guy. He's on one of my Twitch teams. So let's go and say hi to him. And I'll see you all tomorrow with Devil May Cry. Thank you again. Love y'all. Have a great rest of your night. Bye.